Well, after yesterday's game, many thought that it was going to be a bowler's day again, but no, it wasn't. The batters had their day in the sun, and it was the Montreal Tigers that have won by 33 runs. Right, first up, we want to present a trophy to our player of the match, and to present it, we'd like to invite the owner of the Montreal Tigers, Mr. Ashish Parikh. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Right, our player of the match is Arslan Ash for his 2 wickets and his 41 at the top of the order. Yeah, we're going to have a chat here. Arslan, congratulations, well played. Spoke to you a little bit before play today, and you were a little bit nervous about how the surface was going to play. How did it play?
Yeah, it was tough work. It played how we thought it might, really up and down at the start with the hard ball, but as you said out there, a bit of time and it got a little bit better. Tough to start, but if you got a few balls under the belt, you felt like you could hit some boundaries out there.
Was it a clear plan to take on the spinners when they were introduced from you and Tim?
Definitely. I think particularly when I was batting at this end and facing Shakib, you have to hit with the spin and you have to sort of be brave, and if you sort of see your match up, you're going to have the courage to take it on.
Now, it's clear that there's sort of seamer's wicket out there, but you had to do the duty with the ball in hand, and you did it. I mean, what were you trying to do out there from a bowler's point of view?
I guess from a bowler's point of view, always as a spinner in T20 cricket, you're trying not to get hit over your head. But they have some pretty good hitters of a cricket ball, so bring the length back, get one to go low, one to go through the top, and ultimately hit the top of the stumps. The more you bring the stumps into play out there, the more success you have. Just
last question, you got the wicket of Ramanullah Gurbaaz, and he seemed very disappointed when did you see him coming down the wicket?
I thought he was going to come down the wicket. I feel like when batters play that shimmy sort of sweep shot, then it sort of makes sense to run down the wicket. And sometimes you get that feeling as a spinner. So slammed it in the pitch and, managed to get him out, but he played beautifully.
Oh, well, you're giving away your secret now. Well done today. Well played.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
All right. Player of the match, Arslan Ash. Right, next up is our fan of the match, and we'd like to invite Mr. Rakesh Patel, our T20 representative, and he is going to present a bat to young Fawad Karimi. Well done, Fawad. Off you go, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Next up is the captain of the Bangla Tigers, Shakib Al Hasan. Shakib, hard luck today. Where do you think it went wrong for you as a side?
Yeah, I thought when we chose to bowl first, we needed some early wickets. I think they got a very good power play that gave them the momentum. But we pulled them back in the middle overs. But at the end, I think they finished it up well. 190 was a little too much, I think, on that track. I think we had like 20 runs more than they should have. Then we would have had a very good chance. Having said that, Gurbaaz played really well. I think wicket played really well than yesterday. So it was a good thing.
Difficult to prepare as a side. You're all coming in from all over the world. What are we going to do about that fielding, the catching?
Yeah, I mean, you can have a bad day with batting or with your bowling, but fielding is something that you need to be consistent. So we need to up the ante with our fielding. Drop 3 or 4 catches, which I think cost us the game.
Is it difficult for you as a leader to get the batting order correct when you've got so many top order batters in your group?
Yeah, it is a little too difficult, but I think that shouldn't be a problem in our team. I thought you mentioned it as our fielding was the main part where we, I think, lost the game. So that's one area I think we'd look to improve.
All right, Shakib, all the best for the next one.
Thank you very much.
Shakib Al Hasan, the losing captain. Right, next up, Chris Lynn, our winning captain from the Montreal Tigers. Chris lost the toss and ended up on the winning side. Surprised?
No, not at all. I think we had less time to think about the wicket, to be honest. I think the boys, their blueprint was outstanding. They batted in partnerships, and that's what you need with like a short boundary. The right-hand, left-hand combination worked. And look, the ball was keeping a little bit low and bouncing quite a bit. But so you got to ride your luck. You got to take the game on, and the boys did that perfectly.
What about that middle order partnership? I mean, I know lots been said about the top order one, but with Ben Manenti there at the back end.
Yeah, that's why he's in the side. That's his role. So we didn't want to, expose him too early. That's probably the best innings I've seen him play in T20 cricket. So as an associate player, that's absolutely gold.
And your young left-arm spinner?
Oh, he keeps showing up, doesn't he? He's a good young kid. He's going to be vital for us on these wickets moving forward as they do get hard.
All right, Chris, well, you've started well in defence of your title. All the best. Thanks a million.